On Friday, February 2nd, the Student Union Assembly hosted Part 2 of its TAPS Town Hall. The SUA split the town hall into two parts after Executive Director of TAPS, Dan Henderson, and Associate Vice Chancellor for Risk and Safety, Clement Stokes, informed the SUA on January 26th that they would no longer be attending the January 29th town hall. Stokes stated that they did not have sufficient time to prepare, as the SUA had not sent them the questions in time. Stokes and Henderson, along with Vice Chancellor for Finance, Operations, and Administration, Ed Reiskin, later agreed to attend a second town hall meeting via Zoom.
Thank you for having me here. I very much appreciate the level of concern that's in this room and that's in this webinar. And I realize, although I've only been here about a year, that concerns about the transit system and the safety of the transit system is not new, and really was only amplified by the crash on December 12th. Since we didn't know what caused the crash and we couldn't rule out a vehicle issue, we asked the California Highway Patrol to come in and inspect the vehicles similar to the one that crashed. Frankly, what came out of that investigation was not good.
Generally speaking, if a 20-minute space is needed somewhere, let me know where you'd like it. And we can go out and take a look together and understand, there's always a gotcha, and understand what the community's needs are. And if a 20-minute space is needed somewhere, or a 10-minute space, I'm all ears. TAPS is here, trying our best, doing everything that we can to provide good service, great service, now and looking towards the future. It was becoming more and more difficult to locate replacement parts. And so, because of that, not necessarily because an old bus is inherently unsafe, because that's not true, we wanted to identify, okay, if an alternator goes out and we can't find an alternator, that's going to impact our operation, our capacity, our service levels.
There was an extremely strong outcry for increased parking enforcement efforts on campus, which we have done our best to provide. Even with that, there are still a number of affiliates who, weekly, daily, who are still asking for even more enforcement efforts.
In the report, it said that one of them had not been inspected for 335 days after the period that they were supposed to be inspected, which is 6 months. Was that bus inspected during the entire time of your tenure, Ed?
I don't have an answer to that question. I believe that some of the vehicles inspected were vehicles that had been out of service, and that's one of the reasons why they may not have been inspected. But I can't speak to that specific one. I don't know the answer.
Cool.
Have you waited 30 minutes in the cold rain for transport that has now been deemed as unsatisfactory? Have you ever driven those buses for hours and hours on end? I ask that all the administration in this Zoom call puts themselves in the driver's seat for once and gives the students the communication and fair transportation that we deserve. The fact that you have not even dared to come face-to-face in person, nor listen to and address the students' needs by attending SUA meetings says enough. And if you want me to be frank, I will, because there's now blood on your hands, and there never